Well, I'm at Antelope Island and this is April 13th. It's like pretty cold weather, but it's gotten a bit nicer and I want to see what plants I can find. I came out here to make a video about the Great Salt Lake, but I figured I might as well get some more footage if I can while I'm at it. It is springtime and this is about 4,200, maybe 4,300 or 400 feet where I am, which is regardless still lower elevation than I've been in the past, so we're definitely going to see a lot more spring activity here and probably find more plants, hopefully. Now one plant I've been seeing quite a lot of is this Lomatium. It might be Dissectum or Scabbard or maybe different species at all. I'm not entirely sure. They're pretty hard to tell apart. I don't know, it might even be a Cymopteris, but I've seen this a lot and it's definitely obviously well in the bloom and growing quite tall. Like a lot of Apiaceae, it clearly has a hollow stem here if I squish it, and look at the base, these sheathing leaves, and if I touch and smell it in my fingers, it smells quite a lot like celery or parsley or something like that. It has a very clear carrot family smell, which is pretty typical for what I expect. One thing that's not so nice that I've seen a lot around here is some of these little guys in the ground, like right there and there. That is a Rhodium solitaire. Another thing I've been seeing quite a lot of is this mullein. This is its dead flower stalk from last year, and that really sucks because it's a pretty crappy species and obnoxious invasive. But I also found another native Lomatium. This one looks completely different, but it's got, look closely, these different leaves. Like the other ones are very feathery, while these ones are more look more like the Lomatium dissected actually, but I don't think that's what it is because it's pretty small and it seems to be a different habitat where it normally grows. But man, I wish I knew more about Lomatium and Cymopteris. It could be a Cymopteris too, I gotta remember. They're really, though, just a bunch of really hard plants to identify, unfortunately, so I can't tell you much about them at the moment. Wow, the mullein is really thick here, which is a shame, but there is a nice mix of some native species too, which I do appreciate. I was not expecting to see so many Lomatiums and other stuff that is native. Like there is some, it's been a while since I've been at Antelope Island, and the last time I was left an impression that it was mostly invasive species, which it probably is, but there is some good stuff as well. Well, I'm going to be heading back soon, but I want to talk about this one really quick. This is a type of thistle that I believe is Cirsium neomexcanum, but regardless, it is, I think, a native one, which, if true, is pretty nice because there's no shortage of invasive thistles in Utah, like Scotch thistle, musk thistle, got a yellow star thistle. There's so many that are invasive. Yeah, real shame I can't figure out this Lomatium is. It might also be a grayi or a bicolor, perhaps. I really don't know for sure. Lomatiums are very difficult to identify, but I was trying to do it earlier for a second, and I got in the field, but I was getting a bit of a headache from trying to figure out which it was. Hopefully someone on iNaturalist can save me, and hopefully eventually I get better at identifying them. Well, I figured one more trail to try for looking for plants. I actually did this earlier and there was a few good ones at least. There's obviously a lot of Artemisia tridentata around it. They're quite big specimens, so I'm kind of pleased to see that, but otherwise I have some other interesting stuff you'll probably find as well. Alright, now this is another classic Great Basin shrub, particularly of the salt deserts and areas where soil is highly alkaline or salty. This is Sarcobatis vermiculatis, also known as greasewood. It's a pretty common species you might find out here, and there's quite a lot of it around here on these rocks. I think because it's the wind as it blows across the lake probably caused some salt spray that makes the soil extra salty around here. And if you look closely, it's got some, try and zoom in on them, some spines. They're not too fun to get into, but they kind of break easily, thank goodness. And yeah. And one thing that's a little interesting about this is that while I've never a member of a genus Sarcobatis, it's a family of only one genus, so the only members of a family, Sarcobataceae, which formerly was considered a part of Chenopodiaceae, which itself is not its own family anymore. That's been merged into Amoranthaceae, but it's been determined for genetics that that Sarcobatis, it belongs to its entirely own unique family. So that's a little interesting. It really kind of stinks down here, but I'm glad I came because I found these little guys coming up. I was trying to find Salicornia and Allenrolfea species all day on the beach, but I couldn't find any. But I think I realized that they must be these little things I've seen coming up, but I didn't fully recognize. Anyways, they're like another member of Amoranthaceae, and again, one that was one spot to be part of Chenopodiaceae. They're a different subfamily, but I can't remember what they are exactly. But They have these succulent stems on them, which you can kind of see right here. They're just starting to come up, so they're pretty small, but when I come back in a month and a half or two, we'll probably see a lot more. And there's also these red ones right here, which might be a different species. Maybe that one's... No, there's one species of Allenrolfea occidentalis, and 2 species of Salicornia rubra, and utahensis, which can be found here, but I can't tell you much what they are right now, so hopefully when I come back we'll know for sure. Now, anyways, the Allenrolfea and Salicornia are 2 species that grow, or 2 genera that grow in very, very salty and alkali soils. They can truly tolerate conditions of alkalinity and salinity much better than almost any other species on the planet, and certainly any better than any around here. So they'll be found, and truly some of the harshest places like the beach at the Great Salt Lake here, as you can see. But again, just really get a good look at them. I'll have to come back in a couple months. Just scared a little jackrabbit into the bushes so we can see him again. There he is. How cute. I just ran into the little guy again. He's right by the trail, so I hope I don't scare him, but he's a cottontail. I don't know the difference between rabbits and whatnot, but he's obviously a rabbit. Okay, I can't help you guys. Alright, I almost gave up on trying to find this one, but this is Amsinkia Intermedia, or the common fiddlehead, and it's called a fiddlehead because it's got these scorpioid cymes, which is a type of inflorescence, and as it opens up, it basically kind of unfurls, but right now it's like curled up like a scorpion's tail, so that's pretty neat about the plant. Anyway, it's a member of the family Bradulaceae, and these scorpioid cymes, although not necessarily a feature of the family, they are. If you see a plant with a scorpioid cyme, you can probably guess it'll be in a family. But the family does have members without that type of cyme. And another feature of the family is they often have hairs on the leaves and stems, which this plant does as well. And for right now, they're actually pretty soft and gentle to touch, but as they get older and eventually dry up and die, they become quite prickly and terrible to walk through. But for now, they're pretty good. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for the end of the day. I'm pretty much seen everything I need to see, so thanks for watching. See ya.